So I call my mom, whatever. I tell her the situation. She's like, Kyra, calm down. Like, calm down. Leave him alone. Let him get his time to think. You already did what you did. Let him get his time to think. So I'm beating myself up. I'm like, bro, I just fucked up. And I felt so bad for pushing him. And I blamed myself for the longest after this shit happened that, like, it was my fault that he broke up with me. And then when it happened, like, bro, I'm literally, like, shaking, bro. Dude, I didn't even want to speak on this shit, bro. Not on the internet. Like, I don't do this. Like, why is he literally trying to make it sound like I'm lying? Like, I would never lie about something like this. Like, anyways, he comes back inside and he just doesn't even want to look at me. And, like, I'm just asking him, like, can you please talk to me? He didn't even want to look at me. Like, I'm just crying and crying because I'm like, bro, like, I don't know what to do. Like, everything just, like, set in, and I was like, bro. And so we go to sleep that night, and he didn't even want to, like, lay with me or nothing. And I'm just, like, crying myself to sleep. I literally cried all night, bro. And the next day, we wake up and he goes to practice, and I still get up and cook him breakfast, a whole breakfast, like French toast, eggs, sausage, all that. Like, still wake up and cook him a whole breakfast, even though I'm, like, drained as fuck because I've been crying all night. I can't eat. And I make him his breakfast. He comes back from practice and he's like, you know I'm not mad at you, right? I was like, you're not. And he's like, he, like, hugs me and he kisses me. He's like, I'm not mad at you. I just need time to think. He's like, I just don't know if this is love. And I was like, he's like, I've just never felt this way before with somebody, but I don't know if it's love. I'm like, if you've never felt it before, it should tell you something. And so I'm like, if he wasn't finna break up with me, like, why he come in and give me a hug and kiss and shit? And so he goes in his room and I'm in the living room. And I'm just, like, crying and crying because, like, he won't talk to me. And he won't, like, tell me, like, what's going on. Like, are you ending it? Like, I need closure right now. Like, you're having me in a gray area and I'm just, like, freaking out. And I go in there. I'm like, I'm like, can you spend the last day with me? Like, it was the day before I was finna leave, y'all. Keep in mind how much money I spent up here. Like, I had to pay for rent. I had to pay for my plane tickets. I pay for food, whatever, while I'm up there. Whenever he comes to Atlanta, I'm always paying for half his ticket or paying for this, paying for that. Like, but it's not the same case when I go up there. Like, so I'm, like, so frustrated because I'm like, bro, I've been up here for a whole month. Like, and this man is about to end it the day before I leave. And so I go in there and I was like, B, can you spend my last day with me since I leave tomorrow? And he's just like, I don't want to show you fake love because I'm not going to mean it right now. So I'm like, all right. I'm like, can you please talk to me? Like, I'm just, like, bawling my eyes out, bro. I'm like, can you please talk to me? I get on my knees. I'm begging this man to talk to me, bro. And he's just, like, he just starts crying. He starts crying. He's like, I don't know what to do. Like, and I'm like, B, I'm like, please talk to me. Please talk to me. I'm like, please don't leave me. Please don't leave me. Please don't leave me. Like, I've never begged somebody, bro. I would never do this shit in my life. In my life, bro, I would never beg somebody a day in my life again. I'm on my knees begging this man, begging him, y'all. I'm telling y'all everything, like, everything. Begging him. And he's just like, I ask him, I'm like, why did you say every day that you love me if you didn't mean it? He looks at me and he says, because I didn't want to disappoint you. And that just, like, broke something in my head. Like, it literally just, like, popped a wire in my head, bro. And I just, like, freaked out. And if you know me, you know how bad my freakouts can get. Kanan knows. And when I get like that, like, I hate it. I hate myself. because it's like I get out of control for a second. Like I get out of control of my emotions. Like I get out of control of my actions, everything. Like when I get in that headspace, it's hard to calm down. And like the only way I calm down is by harming. And it's just like made me snap, and I just like went crazy. Like I was like, why are you doing this to me? I'm like, why are you doing this to me? I'm like, you knew I didn't love myself. Like, why would you tell me that? Like, why would you tell me that? And he's just like watching me freak out. And like, bro. So I'm like, why are you doing this to me? Like, you're crazy. Like, why would you do this if you knew I ain't love myself already? Like, how would you do that? Like, he knows all of the shit I go through because I've explained it to him. And then I leave and I go to his friend's house. His friend picks me up. Thank God. I'm so thankful for him. He helped me out so much. Like, I'll never be able to repay him for how much he helped me. Like, he came and picked me up and he let me stay at his house while they were at practice. But while I was at his house, like, I was beating myself up because I kept feeling like it was my fault and he was leaving me. So I just, like, tore my arm up, like, so bad. Like, he don't even know none of this shit. So I'm like, the fact that he's sitting here on the internet talking about, I'll tell the real story. No, let me tell you the real story. And so he texts me when he gets out of practice and he's like, I'm sorry, but I talked to both my parents and they agreed that we should part ways. They agreed that we should go our separate ways. And so I leave it at, I'm like, you know what? I wish the best for you, whatever. I have the messages if y'all need those. I have the messages. Whatever, he tells me he's breaking up with me officially. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, one thing though. I tell him one thing though. I said, please don't take it to social media because I need time to heal before it gets out to the public. I'm like, I need to process this before everybody else is in my comments, in my DMs, asking me what happened. Like, why did y'all break up? He's like, okay, I got you. Like, I would never bash you on the internet. I would never, whatever. He's like, I'm so sorry for leading you on, making you think that I was ready for a relationship and I was ready for love, but I'm young and I need to focus on school and basketball, whatever. So, like, this is respect. I'm like, okay, like, that's cool. Like, I get it. And yes, Aiden, please come to see me. And so I'm basically like this. I'm still like in the mode of like, I'll wait for you like till you're ready. I'll wait for you till you're ready. I have the messages if y'all need it. I don't know why he's trying to act like I'm tripping, like I'm saying a lie. And this man, I asked him because like I had a lot of packages sitting up there. I kept asking him to send me my packages. Can you please send me my packages? Because I had stuff to do with those packages. He wouldn't send them for the longest, like, but anyways, I ended up talking to Mont, and I told Mont what happened, and then Mont calls him, and B tells his side, and he basically saying, I'm crazy, I tripped out on him, I freaked out on him, basically saying it's my fault, like, she freaked out on me, and that's what happened. Like, he didn't do all that stuff to trigger me. And, bro, I'm, like, trying to, like, get my thoughts in order, bro. Yeah, so he's just saying, like, she freaked out on me, And, that made me so upset because I was like, are you serious? Like, and so because I told, Mom was like, he told him, like, you need to text Cherry and give her some closure, whatever. So he ended up texting me and being like, this whole paragraph of, like, saying why he's not ready and, like, sorry for leading me on, whatever. I can pull it up if y'all need me to. And I told him, I was like, I'm still willing to wait on you. Like, if you need time to get right, if you need time to figure it out, like, I got you. And he told me to move on. And so that was that. And then fast forward yesterday, I'm scrolling on my following, and that pops up, and I was like, that girl looks mad familiar. It's the same girl he was talking about in the beginning. Same girl. Same girl that was talking all that shit about me. Same girl he said he punched in her chest. So I don't know why he's saying there's a real story. I done told everything. But yeah, basically, at this point, I wish him the best. I wish her the best. Like, I'm grown past that situation. It took me so long to heal after that. It took me so long. I'm still healing. I'm still trying to get right. I'm still trying to learn. But, like, I'm not finna let somebody sit there and try to act like I'm lying and try to act like I'm tripping. Like, girl, your boyfriend told me all of this. All of this. Don't know if he was lying or not, but that's just what your boyfriend told me, baby. So, I haven't even really read the comments, but bro, I have not spoken on the situation. I really could have made him sound like a monster after it happened, but I didn't. But he still like went out of his way to like delete all my pictures and make it so public to where it's like now that's all I was seeing was like all in my comments, all in my DMs, everything. So bro, it makes me so mad. Like, I didn't do nothing to this man besides push him. I admitted where I was wrong for pushing him. But I told y'all why it even got to that point. Like, but yeah, I don't even know what to say anymore, bro. I just woke up to some bullshit. I was sitting there taking care of this man. Like, he was asking me to buy it. Bro, never mind. We don't need to get into all that. Basically, just know Mama Cherry always takes care of whoever it is. And Mama Cherry always forgets and forgives. Not forgets. I forgive in my heart, and I send them good energy at the end of the day. Y'all have no idea how much that situation affected me for after that. Like, I was really struggling for the longest after that. I still struggle to this day. Like, I'm doing better. But yeah. I'll probably go live later or something. I just, like, need a second to calm down because that was just, like, that triggered the fuck out of me. But, yeah. I'll go live later. I'm so blowed, bro. It's just... Bro.
Alright, I just wanted to come on here and apologize to Cherry and Maddie. When me and Cherry started talking in the summer, the sparks were flying high. Like, we liked each other. We really liked each other. But I knew I got into something I should have never gotten in the first place. But the sparks were flying high. And I knew, like, deep down we moved too fast. Like, we were moving too fast. But, like, I didn't care because we were both feeling each other. I also wanted to come on here and apologize because I blatantly lied to Cherry and Maddie. Maddie never body shamed anybody. That is not her, what she stands for at all. She's such a genuine person, not her. But when me and Cherry were in a relationship, I can't even say anything. She gave me her all. She gave me every last bit she had, and it was never my intention to break her heart. It was never my goal. That was never my goal. That's not who I am as a person. That is not me. But as time went on, I just wasn't feeling it. It just I didn't feel like myself. So you feel, that's my little piece on it. I wanted to come on here and say that when me and Cherry were in a relationship, that I never cheated on her. Me and Maddie unfollowed each other off Instagram way before me and Cherry started talking. And when me and Cherry started talking, I blocked Maddie's number. So yeah. Really what I had to say on the situation. I'm sorry to both of those girls. I genuinely am so sorry. I deserve everything that comes my way. I'm so sorry. Like, to both of y'all, genuinely, I'm so sorry.
The apology week. It's just funny because they really try to make me look crazy on the internet.